hunting or not counting gang violence. Great.
Oh my God. Go, run. Oh.
The chaos at Utah Valley University, UVU, on September 10, 2025, continues to unravel into a story far bigger than one tragic shooting. Charlie Kirk, the outspoken conservative activist and co-founder of Turning Point USA, was gunned down during a campus debate event. What was supposed to be a tense but peaceful exchange of ideas has now become a national tragedy, one that raises urgent questions about political violence in America. The shooter on the roof. In the hours after the shooting, social media began filling with claims and videos. One particularly viral post showed what appeared to be a dark figure on the roof of the Losee Center, a building on the UVU campus. The caption read, "Just got sent this video from UVU." It appears the shooter was on the roof. The footage zooms shakily onto the rooftop where a dark shape can be seen. But the quality is poor. BBC Verify examined the video, tracing the building and its features to confirm its location. It was indeed the Losee Center, about 150 yards from where Kirk had been sitting under the white event tent. Law enforcement confirmed in a briefing later that evening that they are studying CCTV and now believe the suspect was dressed in dark clothing and that the fatal shot did in fact come from a roof. The theory aligns with the social media video, but investigators have not officially authenticated the clip. For now, they cannot confirm when it was filmed or who took it. Still, it has fueled speculation that the attack was planned with precision, and not the act of a lone impulsive shooter in the crowd. Charlie Kirk's death confirmed despite frantic emergency efforts. Charlie Kirk succumbed to his injuries at a Utah hospital. He was just 31 years old. For supporters and critics alike, his death was shocking. Kirk was not merely a campus speaker. He was a central figure in America's conservative movement. To his fans, he was a fearless defender of free speech and traditional values. To his critics, he was a polarizing provocateur. But few could deny his influence. The news of his death sent ripples across the nation, sparking grief, outrage, and an urgent conversation about the escalating violence in American politics. Political violence on the rise. Charlie Kirk's assassination is not an isolated event. It is part of a chilling trend, according to the Center for Strategic International Studies. Between 2016 and 2025, there have been 25 politically motivated attacks and threats against elected officials, candidates, judges, and government employees. That number is staggering when compared to the 2 incidents reported in the 2 decades prior. The violence has touched both sides of the political spectrum. Just months ago, 2 Minnesota Democratic lawmakers and their spouses were targeted in their homes, leaving one couple dead and another gravely injured. Even more prominently, former President Donald Trump survived 2 assassination attempts during the 2024 campaign cycle. Both times he narrowly escaped with his life. Meanwhile, security around public figures has become a growing concern. Earlier this year, Trump made headlines again by ending Secret Service protection for former Vice President Kamala Harris, despite warnings that public figures remain at risk. Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, himself the victim of an arson attack at his home in April, said it plainly. The attack on Charlie Kirk is horrifying, and this growing type of unconscionable violence cannot be allowed in our society. The funeral to Turning Point USA confirmed late Wednesday night that plans are underway for a public funeral service for Charlie Kirk. The event is expected to draw thousands, including conservative leaders, political allies, students, and ordinary Americans who followed his work. The location has not yet been finalized, but early reports suggest a venue large enough to accommodate a massive turnout, possibly a stadium in Arizona, where Turning Point USA is headquartered. TPUSA's statement read, "We are heartbroken to confirm that Charlie has passed away. He was a warrior for truth and freedom, and his absence will be felt by millions. We ask for prayers for his family and our entire community as we honor his life in the days ahead." A nation on edge. Charlie Kirk's death represents more than the loss of a political figure. It is the latest alarm bell in a democracy straining under division. The image of him collapsing under a white tent on a university campus, blood streaming from his neck, will haunt Americans for years. It is a reminder that the nation's debates are no longer confined to words, but are increasingly being settled with bullets. As the investigation continues into whether the gunman carefully positioned himself on the roof of the Losee Center, one truth is clear. Political violence in America has reached a dangerous new chapter. The funeral of Charlie Kirk will no doubt become a rallying point for mourning, for reflection, but also for the larger fight over what kind of nation America will become. For now, the country grieves and wonders if even a campus debate can end in bloodshed. Where does the line get drawn?